You've probably already heard that morning routines are a key factor in setting up your day for success. I used to have a spiritual practice in the morning for many, many, many years before I was a mom. My kids are now 19 and 15. But when I was in my 20s, early 20s, and even earlier, actually, my late teens, early 20s, I started meditating in the morning. And whether this was told to me or whether this is just something that I assumed, but I assumed that my meditation practice had to be like an hour long. It was very complicated. It was just not practical for everyday life, and especially after I became a mom. In fact, my morning routine and my spiritual practice got put on the back burner because I was thinking, if I don't have an hour or even 30 minutes, I probably just need to just scrap it. And then one day I realized, and my kids were still really little, but I realized, where did I come up with it? It has to be this long, elaborate thing. So I've shared this. If you've been connected with me for a while, you've probably heard me say this, but I started doing very simple 5-minute meditations. And in fact, in the beginning, it wasn't even 5 minutes. It was, I would put a song on and just breathe and sit still till the end of a song. And then it grew from there. But, when I first started my meditation practice, it was like an hour long meditation, which is amazing, but not practical if you're a busy person. So the reason I want to bring this up is because setting your day up with a quick 5-minute practice is not only going to strengthen your relationship to yourself, it's going to, as an empath, if you're a sensitive person, there are 3 keys I want you to take away from this. I call it grounding, connecting, and protecting. And the reason is that when you are grounded, you are centered and you are connected, and your whole entire day feels like you are rooted instead of a lot of empaths, they just sort of like energy comes at them and they just can absorb it. So the grounding really sets you up in a strong foundation. The connection piece is when you're sitting still and you're feeling centered, you're connecting to your highest self. And when you set the intention to connect to, you can call it your highest self, you can call it spirit, you can call it God, you can call it universe, source, whatever you want. That is another way to set yourself up for success. When I do this, I feel like I get more clarity, I'm more connected to my guidance, I'm more connected to my intuition and my highest potential. And my clients report the same. And then the third key is protection. So a lot of times, non-empaths might not understand this, but empaths will understand this. If you don't have a nice protection around you, sometimes you can just absorb everyone else's energy like a sponge, and it can be very draining. Sometimes it's really hard to even distinguish your feelings from other people's feelings, your energy from other people's energy, and it can just feel really draining. So when you learn how to put a protection around you, you can not leak your energy out or take on other people's energy. So you'll have a lot more energy for the rest of your day. And if something comes your way that feels a little toxic, like if you encounter something that feels yucky, you won't be taking that on. So those are my 3 simple keys. This is going to help reduce overwhelm. It's going to increase a feeling of calm. It's going to increase your clarity, and it's going to allow you to stay in your own lane, which I talk to a lot of people about. And just like I said, not absorb other people's energy. So again, it's ground, connect, and protect. Those are the 3 keys. And it truly is simple. I've taught a masterclass on this. Last year I taught a masterclass on this. I think I'm probably going to teach another masterclass on this. But I promise you, if you just try this, like tomorrow, wake up, have your coffee. You don't have to do it right away. And just sit still for a moment, put on a song, reach out to me if you'd like me to share I have specific music I love to listen to when I do this. Reach out to me and I'll share my playlist with you. But it's very, very simple. And you will feel so much more clear, less scattered, so much more clarity, and so much more solid in yourself. If you can stick around for a second, I want to explain each one, why I find each one important, the 3 steps important. So grounding connects you to the earth energy. The earth energy is that grounding, nurturing feeling. It's got that energy that makes us feel so secure, and it makes us feel more stable and supported and rooted. So a symptom of feeling ungrounded, on the other end of the spectrum, what it feels like when you're not grounded is it feels like you're scattered, not clear. Sometimes I feel dizzy. It can almost feel like a low blood sugar feeling, if you know what that feels like. Weak, like I said, dizzy, a little out of it, foggy. I tend to get more anxious and nervous. So if that sounds familiar to you, if you ever feel like sometimes you encounter people, or sometimes you might wake up that way, it's a great indicator that you will need to get grounded. And even if you don't feel those feelings, it's great to get grounded. You will feel so much better even if you don't ever have that feeling of feeling ungrounded. Now, connecting, I mentioned it before, it's the reason you want to do it is to connect to your highest self, your highest potential. Who doesn't want that? So, like I said, some people want to, you might want to call it angels, source, universe. But it's a feeling that will help you feel more guided. Like I feel when I do that, I feel just like safe and like I am following the right path, and I have guidance and clarity, if that makes sense. Like the universe has my back and life is happening for me, not to me, if that makes sense. And the third one I want to kind of talk about a little bit is the protection part. When you take time to protect your energy field, we're all made up of energy. We all have an aura, and some of us, our energy is porous. We just like empaths, we just, absorb everyone else's energy. We feel everyone else's energy. So when you put that intention out to protect your energy field, when you put a bubble around yourself, which I didn't explain, but that's what it is. You're going to put you're going to envision just a bubble around you. And I go through this. I actually have a meditation, a visualization I can lead you through. But you are you're setting the intention to only allow positive energy in. Or just not allow anything else but positive energy in. You are consciously deciding that you are not going to let anything else in other than high vibe energy into your space. And I think this is a beautiful form of self-care, and especially if you're a sensitive person, and it's a great way to start your day. It's a great way to begin your day. So I encourage you to try this simple routine. Let me know if you would like me to actually perform like a guided visualization for you on another video. I would be happy to do that. If you ever join my free Facebook group called Thrive Like a Wildflower, it's an empowerment circle for women, and I've actually walked them through it before. Be happy to do that for you. And I also do that with my coaching clients. So reach out if you are ever interested in working with me one-on-one. And I am considering opening up a new mastermind group. I've had multiple mastermind groups in the past, and I've walked them through it as a group, and it's just a great way to feel in community with other high vibe people that want to learn some skills and feel like they're in a like-minded community. And I think that's all I want to say today, but I wish you an amazing rest of your week. Thank you so much for being here. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I love having high vibe people here, so I so appreciate you for being here. And I'm going to post again next Wednesday. This is Wildflower Wednesday with Shell. And I'm Shell Dransart with Wildflower Studio, and it's been a pleasure connecting with you today. Bye.